Oh man. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. The book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father. It's at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. The link will be in the description box below, as always. You got the sex, now what? You know, some of y'all, we could talk this into, and I'm gonna use sex in the beginning, but I'm gonna go to other things like you got the guy's money, now what? You got the baby, now what? You got the marriage, now what? But we're gonna start first and foremost with you got the sex, now what? Sometimes, um, you out here trying to fulfill that urge. You want to get this girl in bed. You want to see how she is, with her clothes off, and that's your obsession. I wanna. Ooh, I wanna. Ooh, I just wanna lay in her hair. And you do all of these things. You date her, but you're not really trying to date her because um, you don't really care about her as much as you care about her pussy. So you listening to it now? Yeah, you're listening, but half-heartedly because you're listening to what can get you closer to the sex. You're taking it out because it's gonna get you closer to the sex. And then finally, oh, she let you in there, and you feel it's a magnanimous, magnificent experience. And then after you have an orgasm, and it's like, ah, mission accomplished. Next. But after a while of doing this, you gotta ask yourself a question. I got the sex, now what? Because then you start getting, you start looking for a connection to actually have a friendship, a person who actually cares about you, you know, through good times and bad. Somebody who's there for you, you know, somebody who's real with you. So, but you're accustomed to getting the sex. Now what? Because now you know how to get her in bed, but you don't know how to keep her. You know how to. So you only interest. The only hook you got is that sex. You know, and unfortunately, even when you even when the sex is good, that doesn't mean anything because after a while, people get tired of the monotony of only having sex. No connection, just sex. No relationship, just sex. No friendship, just sex. No conversation, just sex. You know, no sharing of dreams and aspirations, just sex. No being able to work together and build anything together, just sex. So now what? You know, same thing goes. Some people get in relationships for resources. So the plan is to meet a guy who has a lot of things, act like you really like him, till you get him to profess his love to you and give you some type of guarantee, like marriage or your own bank account or some shit like that. Put some money in it, and then you got what you want, and all of a sudden you're turned off by the person, whether it's a divorce or you take them off the account and move somewhere and keep the money and go do whatever you do. Now what? Because at that point, you know, you're still gonna have that lack of connecting with people, and then you're gonna connect with somebody else. You're gonna go out there looking lavish or being taken care of by somebody else's hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, and their resources to go meet someone else But you're not going to be able to tell them that, the reason I'm free to meet you is because I robbed this other person. Now what? Because who's going to trust you? Because you got what you wanted, you know, and it came at a cost. It came at a cost to the person that was dealing with you, but you also have to pay a cost because in some ways it's a smaller form of spending blood money, you know. So the person who enjoys blood money not necessarily going to be respected or cared about. You might wind up running into somebody who's just going to use your guilt and in your need for something real against you the same way you did it to somebody else, He's gonna scam you out of your stolen money. Just saying. So now that you got the money, now what? You know, and that could come from significant others or your own family who was watching you play this game the whole time. You know, so easy come, easy go. Um, you got the baby. Now what? You know, um, I see this as I get older. You know, more so with women, but I've seen it with guys too, where you just got that itch to have a baby. So you just want to have a baby. So you don't care. You out here. You know what I'm saying? Why you not using condoms? Oh, uh, all these stupid excuses, right? But the truth is, you got baby fever. And some people, I just wanted to have a baby. I didn't want the man. So at some point, all that's gonna come out. It's gonna come out in the wash. So now you got, you got pregnant, or you got somebody pregnant, and they're having a baby. Y'all have a baby together. But here's the problem: you never let them know that you just wanted to have a baby for yourself, knowing that that's a two-person job. So now you have this other person feeling completely betrayed by you making them responsible for a life with, with you, and you're untrustworthy. You think they just don't like you because you know they got duped into being a parent. The other reason they don't like you is because you untrustworthy, and now you gotta be with an untrustworthy person and be a parent with them. So what other stunts you gonna pull? So now you're enemies, but you got the baby. Now what? Because now you're gonna have to deal with a whole bunch of stuff now because they don't like you, they don't trust you, they don't respect you. You know what I'm saying? Um, let's take this a little bit further. Uh, you got the marriage. Now what? I mean, let's be real. Some of y'all just want to be married. I want to have a ring. I want to have a wedding. You know, I want to have a husband. I want to have a wife. That doesn't mean you want to actually be in a marriage. You just want to be married. That doesn't mean you want to be a husband or a wife. It just means you want to have a husband or a wife. So what winds up happening is you get what you want. And this is why I say what I'm saying. It's just like a child who begs for a toy for Christmas or their birthday, right? They they say how much they want it, how much they like it, how much they need it, how it's gonna be the greatest thing in the world. But then when they get it, 30 minutes later it's on to something else. So you gotta ask that question, You see these people having these arguments and fallouts, and not just, I'm not talking regular. disagreements and arguments and fallouts. I'm talking blow ups, like just ridiculous blow ups. And you wonder to yourself, what's behind that? Well, what's behind that is you got two clashing personalities. Because now you didn't got the marriage, but you didn't want to be married to the person you got in the marriage with. They might have wanted you. You wanted the marriage. And then if that person wants that person, figures that out, that's a problem. So now you got to deal with the fallout of that because you got the marriage. Now what? You know? So what happens in all of these scenarios? The person who initiates their selfishness likes to play the victim when the person who finds out that they've been played and the amount of responsibility that goes in that they have to rectify because they got played by somebody who knew exactly what they were doing. If they go off all of a sudden, they're going too far. Like I said, now what? Because they might just walk away from you for life. They might kick your ass. They might destroy everything that you got because you crossed the line of disrespect that you played a game from hell from few came back. So what do you think was gonna happen? Because you got what you wanted. Now what? We out.